I bet you never thought you'd see something quite like this.
Welcome to the horror show. You realize there is nowhere to run. Don't know, came to fight. Paranoia is getting alive.
Camp Death 3 in 2D. The 2018 parody of Friday the 13th. Directed by Matt Frame. The plot. At Camp Meth, a bus full of what are described as the woefully retarded make their way to the site. There, tons of wacky shenanigans ensue, while a slasher villain known as Johan Van Damme picks them off one by one. Spastically bonkers is a term that is a total understatement for this movie. If you want humor that is both slapstick and cheesy, then this is the film for you. I get what the film was going for, and to an extent I give it props and embrace it. This film is not for everyone. Just because I enjoyed it, it probably means that I'm the only one in 5 or 6 that will. For what it was trying to do, it is a bad movie. That's what they intended to have, and that is what they delivered on. It doesn't qualify as so bad it's good, but it still isn't terrible. It's kind of in this gray area. I think it balances the humor and carnage well. Before I get into that, though, the film is nicely shot. I mean, really nicely. There are gorgeous establishing shots, and the green screen, while not amazing, is decent. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb too much, but it isn't perfect either. For a $35,000 budget in Canadian currency, which is about $27,000 in US currency, this film looks and sounds great. The acting is loony, and the characters are the right level of raunchy. I don't think it ever goes into super gross out territory, which I appreciate. The gore, the effects, the CG deaths, and blood are very well done in terms of what they were trying to execute. Of course, it looks insane and wild, but I'd rather have that than none at all. According to Pete from The Cinemasochist, he is the Cinemasochist, his Michael Myers mask was used, and they just turned it inside out. He also did the artwork for the film. With this being an homage to Friday the 13th, using the Myers mask just shows how off the hinges this movie really is. The motion picture soundtrack, whimsy, dumb, and cartoonish. However, that just adds to the film in question. That is not necessarily a bad thing. This was pretty fun. It's beyond spastic, as well as offensive, but still I see it as a loving homage to not only Friday the 13th, but the genre as a whole. It has got it all. And that's not even the tip of what this film has to offer. Overall, I give Camp Death 3 in 2D a 3 out of 5. How appropriate. It is a terrible movie, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it isn't. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.